back into DDO. Here we go. Now then. Okay. All right, let's back to the harbor. Yikes. Okay, had my water breathing pants on, huh? Now let's see. Okay, so there's no epic version of this. Report to Lightbringer. Who or where? Across from the waterworks, huh? So the solo quests don't have an epic version. Great big gaping hole in the wall that wasn't there until you reach a certain level. Wow, this one does not have an epic version either. I guess before I go around doing quests, I should probably just pull up the quest log and then sort. Guess we can sort by epic, right? There's a whole bunch of quests that don't have an epic version. Okay, it looks like the house quests is where it starts. So nothing in the harbor has an epic version. So let's head over to House P, House Fjalen. All right, let me do those flagging quests now. Okay, so haven't done the Caneth challenges either. No, there's Franz asking his weird questions again. Would you take a job watching movies and... Isn't that just being a critic? Siskel and Ebert got paid to watch Money. Alright, let's see how far we can get solo.
Distinct impression of being watched. You hear a giant's voice.
Get up, Neil. More little people. They'll probably try to steal something again.
Bad wolf. Naughty, naughty.
Another giant responds.
I don't wanna. You can't make me.
Okay. Okay, so we came up this way. We go down this way. Okay. Yes, my comment exactly. How could you let this happen? You're supposed to be a healer. Hello? Mr. Healer? Ha! Got stuck on the black puddings, didn't you? Teach you a lesson. Uh-oh. Sounds like yesterday is feeling down on the favor grind. Did I go the wrong way? I headed back for the Giants. Let's see.
stumbles next to you.
Careful, that water is shallow.
Hey there, Mega TJ. Let's head on over. Unless you want to do, I was in the just started a Fjarlin epic quest. If you wanna, do you want to do that one first and then head over to the 12, or we can just go over there if you want. I haven't gotten very far anyway. Let me recall out. Head over to the 12. You go to the building in the center that's like in the middle of the lake of lava over the bridge. There's an NPC in that building that gives a quest called Meridia. In order to get to the Veil of Twilight, you'll need to get that quest. I will join you soon. I'm headed to the guild ship to refresh all my buffs and everything before we go in. To the 12. The 12, here we go. All right. Okay, let me know when you get here to the 12. The person you want to talk to is right across from the entrance, right over here where I'm at. Gustavine Kirure, however you pronounce that. He will give you a quest to go to Meridia. And then we just go right out the door again. And to get to Meridia, we go around the edge of the zone here. And we need to go up the ramp on the far side up to the aqueduct up on top. So you've never been in this area before, through the Veil of Twilight? Ah, well, I'll be happy to show you around. It's a typical adventuring zone. There's rares scattered around the zone. In order to make green steel, you need ingredients from those rares. For now, let's just go get you over to Meridia, which is the sort of a town in the center of the place. You're getting chased by a scorpion there. Bad scorpion. How rude. So, and as we go around to go to the various flagging quests, I could show you the locations where the rares are at. We're a little over leveled for this, so killing these things, we're not going to get any XP or anything, I don't think. Now there are two versions of the raid. There is an epic version, but the normal version is the one I need to get my cleansing items. If you ever plan to true reincarnate, it is a good way to get that special green steel gear, which is pretty much fully customizable. There's a green steel planner online that you can use to figure out exactly how to get the exact bonuses you want to have on your gear. Okay, then just go inside. Your quest turn in, I think it's this guy up here. So there's two guys. One's for the Legendary Shroud and one's for the regular Shroud. Legendary Green Steel is of course different from regular Green Steel. The regular Shroud's the one I need to run myself. Now, in order to flag for the raid, either one of them, there are 5 quests that you need to complete. We will find them out in the adventure zone. Going to the danger zone. Okay, now, since I have a NPC contract still going, I'll get that up. Okay, because better to have a healer than not. even though we're over leveled for these quests, it still could go badly. It could go pear-shaped if you get a bad pull. So, all right, now one of the more difficult ones. I think we should do this one first, and it's closest as well. You go around to the other exact opposite side of the big Meridia block in the middle, and there is a quest underwater. There's also a rare. I can show you where it spawns. Oh, stupid rat. Take that, rat. Alright. There's a bridge over here. Okay, along the edge of the water here, there's a rare spawn for a spider. He starts out cloaked. He's over here, maybe. Yeah, here he is. Jukri, the rare spider. Kill him, his chest appears. We loot that. Now, there's some of the items in there might be things like locust husks and things like that. Lily petals, that's a green steel crafting ingredient. And that's one of the, that could be important later, because you got to, in order to make green steel, first you have to make a blank, which is just either a piece of equipment or a weapon that you use to upgrade. So the first quest for flagging is underwater here. So put on your underwater action or water breathing or whatever you've got. And let's go in on Elite so you can get the most favor you can. Okay, there's a little underwater maze here. You gotta swim down. And then you turn sideways here. And then you go down again. And then you go back. And you immediately turn this way. Franz has the hardest time getting through this maze. He gets lost easily. Someone was joking about people who get lost in an elevator. That's him. Okay, you talk to this guy here, and he says, "What? There's a Lord of Dust here. No, let's not let him do his thing." So, and this door. Now, there's this dungeon has a quirk, as quite a few of these flagging quests do. There's a journal. Once you pick up that journal, you can't kill any. You don't want to kill any more of the spiders, or you will fail the quest. If you kill 5 spiders after picking up the journal, you fail the quest. Before you pick up the journal, you can kill as many spiders as you want. After that, you have to make sure the spiders stay alive. Got that? Because if you kill 5 or more, quest's over. You have to start all over. The spiders will stop aggroing once you kill the ogres that are with them. So you don't have a bunch of spiders following you around trying to kill you. They'll just stop attacking. I don't know why I'm bothering to. Oh, we're actually getting experience from this. That's unusual. Okay, this door is locked. In order to get the key, you have to pick up the first journal and kill a key holder. The key holder spawns kind of randomly in these tunnels off the main cavern. There's a main cavern in the center. We pull this lever. That will open the door. And we're actually getting XP. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. So, watch this. As I kill the ogre, if I just kill the ogres, the spiders will de-aggro once the ogres are dead. And once we pick up the first journal, I'm going to have to... Yeah, that ogre turned invisible, so the spiders stayed there. But these 3 spiders here, you'll notice, have stopped attacking. There. Yeah, and then they disappear after a few seconds. But okay, there are 6 tunnels, I'm pretty sure it's 6, off of this main room. The journal is hidden down one of these tunnels. So I don't know if you want to... what we would often do is we would just slaughter everything in these lower tunnels, whether we found the journal or not. It's locked? Oh, there must be some monsters nearby that need to be killed before the lever unlocks. Silly spiders, are you locking our lever? Or the rats were locking the lever. That's interesting. I never realized that. I always just kill the rats out as a matter of course, just because they're enemies. But I never actually realized that lever stays locked until they're dead. Okay. Okay, and then we got another lever. Yeah, if after we pick up the journal, I would usually just get right up in the ogre's face and target them so that the spiders can't get in between and accidentally get spammed by my by repeating crossbow. Yeah, that one. Those invisible ogres are a real pain because they disappear and the spiders stay aggressive until they come back and get killed. Okay, now here's the journal. You see it's sitting on the ground here. Let's not pick it up, and I'll show you what we would usually do. You'll notice there are these doors that are just locked. They require the key that you get from the guy after you pick up the journal. I'm going to leave my NPC there to remind us where the journal is. That way, when it's time to pick up the journal, we just go where my NPC is and pick up the journal. All right. You would usually. Why don't we split up? You go down this tunnel and kill everything, and I'll go down this tunnel over here and kill everything. That'll speed things up a bit. Okay, this one's clear. Let's go to the next pair on the other side. I mean, if we're getting XP, we might as well smash everything, right? Okay, so this is the tunnel we came in over here. So the next tunnel, why don't you go down this one? I'll go down the other one. So I guess it's yeah, six. It is 6 tunnels. Well, so maybe smashing everything might not be worth the effort, huh? It's not a lot of XP, but I'm surprised we're getting any at all at our level. It's I think it's like a 15th level quest. Yeah, technically I'm getting XP. Practically, not so much. All right. Oh yes, any weapon for with paralysis for a rogue is cool. I mean, free sneak attack damage. I mean, come on. Yeah, what? How could you lose? I haven't done a lot of crafting, but I'm wondering if you could go to House Cannith. Legendary, yeah. It's like a DC 100. Okay, you're paralyzed automatically, pretty much, pretty close. Okay, have you cleared that tunnel yet? I'm heading down to the journal. Okay, so don't kill any more spiders, and I will grab the journal, and then we start searching tunnels for the key holder.
Freshly written words inform you that the spiders are not the real threat here. Their lives must be preserved. The ogres that control them must be slain.
All right, so as you notice, we now have a failure condition of killing 5 or more of the spiders. There are 4 spiders in the final end fight. So it's, if at all possible, we should try to not kill any spiders at all until the end fight, and then it doesn't matter. Now down one of these tunnels, there should be a key holding guy. He's usually not very deep in the tunnel. Maybe usually only around the first or second corner. Here he is. I found him. Okay. Okay, now this key opens all of the doors that we previously couldn't go through. There's one of them in here. And this takes us to the upper level of the cavern. So, okay, for the purposes of these fights, why don't you sneak in, because I'm not a good sneaker, and you start attacking the... Oh, rats? Yeah, rats are not a problem. We can just kill those. That way you can hit the ogre and maybe paralyze him, and then I can open up with the crossbow and finish him off. That's probably our best bet to not hurt any of the spiders, is to have you try to paralyze the ogres as quickly as you can. And of course, we're fairly over leveled here, so we're picking on creatures who really have no chance at all to defeat us. But it just makes the final fight so much easier if you don't have to worry about killing the spiders. Oh, yeah, you're one shot, one kill. Okay. And there's an ogre. Excellent. Now, on these ledges here, what we're looking for, explosive barrel there, watch out. In the middle section of one of these ledges is a second journal. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Huh? Was there no? Okay, this unusual. Bats. I hate bats. The most annoying creatures in the entire game. Flying around behind you so they can't hit them. Uh-oh. We've killed a couple of spiders, so we have to be a little, careful. Yeah, like you said, your offhand attacks might be killing him. Ugh. Oh, also, any items you're wearing that might have a guard effect, like fire guard or lightning guard or something, you'll want to take those off or something. You just have to be very careful. Yeah, I can get him to chase me. At least it's nice that the ogres are really tall and the spiders are really short. Which means I could shoot right over the spiders' heads and shoot the ogres in the face. Okay. Alright, we're back on the lower level. There's a couple of tunnels that are the upper level tunnels. They link from one of these entrances to the other. So we did that one. Let's go do this one over here. Once we get the second journal, we can jump down and just look for the second key bearer. He spawns in almost exactly the same locations. He's just wandering around near the tunnels. We get his key, and then we go and protect the queen. Okay, here's our next locked door. There we go. Ah, we got an invisible ogre over here. Did the spiders de-aggro? Okay. Yeah, there's one invisible ogre. Jerk. I hate those guys. They're not as annoying as the bats, but close. Okay, so we're getting back towards the upper level here. Okay, now we follow this around. No journal on this tunnel. So the rest of this upper set we don't need to do because the journal will always be on these outer ledges. So we could just jump down and undo this this pair over here. So now we know where the journal is. Actually, we could have used a target interactable in there and found out which ledge the thing was on, and that would have told us which tunnel to go in. But looked like he just went to sleep there. It's like, I don't want to live anymore. All right, here we go. Should be right down here next to the shrine.
Entry is the corpse of one of the missing 12 members. This journal informs you of the importance of protecting the Crimson Foot Queen.
Okay, in one of the entryways, this one's usually not very deep at all. He's usually even wandering around the central area. There he is. Ha, take that. Okay.
You must gain access to the prison cell and protect the Crimson Foot Queen from being exterminated.
Okay, so this is just like it says. This fight, you just there's a big spider over here. You can't hurt her, so you can use whatever skills and weapons you got. No, there's no spiders you can hit in this fight. The only other spiders in the whole adventure you can hit are in the final fight. And I have a plan to deal with that problem. Once we get to the final fight, the spiders are behind a force field in the final fight that is unlocked with some symbol wheels. We can clear the entire room first. Then I can hit the symbol wheels while you wait out in the hall, and I will get the enemies to chase me. That way you can peel off all the non-spider enemies one at a time. Yeah, here this fight there's no problem. There's only one spider, and it's not hittable. In the final fight, there are 4 spiders. All right. Now, if you need to use the shrine, this is yep. Well, actually, you don't need to until we drop the shield. Um, when we drop the shield in the final fight, that's when the spiders are released. Before that, you can use whatever you want. There's some enemies in the hallways. There's a drop down over here. When the ground shook just now, it opened up this hole. Careful, there is traps on the non-stair part. There are disarm boxes for those. Oh, you're gonna. It's like so. Yeah, reflex save, no problem. There's a couple of sets of those spikes down here. That lever that I just pulled opens up the gateway. So if we did need to run, we could run out that way. Yeah, you got better rogue skills than I do, Gungadin. Okay. Okay, there's clue plaques hanging on the walls that tell us what to turn the wheels to. They're always the same, but I never remember. It's usually a long time between doing this quest, so I'm just going to type them in the team chat as we go. Orange, left, turn. I use street signs to indicate the various symbols. Some people try to use letters or say that one looks like a monster, but it's easiest with me if I just equate them with a street sign. This one, for example, is like a dead end symbol. So red is dead end. Dead end. Okay, so there's the what to turn the wheels to in the final room. Oh, Franz is there. Franz.
Hello?
Hello, Franz. We are. You were.
I was just doing Elemental Temple, the Elemental Evil on Reaper 1.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we're.
ton of XP.
Oh, good. I'm helping Mega TJ flag for the Shroud. We are currently in the Spiders one. Sleeping Dust.
Are you doing it for XP or are you just doing it for whatever?
Well, we're getting a little bit of XP, but not a lot. We're just flagging him, really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you run it now? I thought you were on timer.
I can't run the raid, but I can help him flag for it so that when we can run it, like tomorrow afternoon, I think is when the timer runs out. Okay, red is a dead end symbol.
I'm almost ready to level to 32.
Cool. Dead end. Okay.
So a little bit close, just a little bit off. That's it.
So Mega, why don't you go out in the hall? I guess you already did. Okay. Orange is left turn. Oh, I'm lagging.
And then the gatekeeper's program.
I think my game is crashing. There's 4 in the cage, Mega. So what I plan to do, I have to reboot my game. The lag,
Before you do that,
the latency.
I gotta show you.
It's going to crash. It's going to crash. There's no question about it.
Right quick.
I mean, literally, it just turned red. My latency thing.
Right there.
Yeah, well, I have to. Yeah, I have to I can't click on it because my game is crashing. No links work or anything. Uh,
Ouch.
so um, I have to restart my computer. It will probably put me back in the dungeon when I relog in. However, one of you will actually, if I don't change characters, I should still be in the group. I just won't be the team leader anymore. So
Yep.
give me a moment. I'm going to restart my game. I'll be right back.
Did you guys see?
I hate when that happens. You're in the middle of a dungeon. You're helping somebody do something. You're at a critical point in the thing. And now I'm not even going to remember. Oh, great. Of course, it's got to download an update right now. Come on, come on. Let me back in. Log in. Okay, let's get back in here. Okay, that's not good. All right.
I was just running some Reaper stuff for Temple of Elemental Evil with yesterday's. And what was it? Yesterday's and Pulverize and somebody else.
Interesting.
The whole thing in
I'm in the dungeon, but I don't see the rest of the team. Oh, there you are, Mega TJ. Okay, now, when that force field goes down, the enemies are going to aggro on me. What I'm going to do, you get back out in the hallway where my cleric is. I'm going to put him on defensive. Well, okay.
Wait, if I'm in the party, you guys won't get your XP, right?
Only if you go in the dungeon. But
Okay.
you don't have to come in. So, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get their attention and run out the door. That will allow you to kill the non-spiders without any risk of taking out the spiders. So, let me rotate this until the force field disappears. Whoops. There we go. Now, here's spiders, here's spiders. Uh-oh, looks like one of them saw you anyway.
When you guys finish flagging them, I'm gonna run a legendary raid for White Plume Mountain.
Well, I can't do White Plume Mountain, so good luck with that.
You can if you're if you don't want to see. Because for heroic.
I mean, I literally don't own the content. It won't let me in unless I purchase it.
Oh, right. You don't own that. It happens.
All right. Yeah, and I'm not even VIP, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you open these chests, you'll find an item that looks kind of like a slice of pie. It's called it's called the Shavrath Stone of Strategy. Be sure to pick that up. It should go in your ingredients bag. And once you get that, we can finish out of this quest and head for the next one. Or you can just use a dimension door. Though I'm not sure if there's a door to click on. But, okay. Okay, now head over this way to get out of the water. Now we were in there long enough that the zone is reset, so we can check the rare spider again, since we're right near where it is. And as I said, the rares in this zone drop yeah, he's here again. They just drop dead right around you. Yeah, it's like doot 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 doot. Okay, and here's your thing. You may get more lily petals or something else weird. Nothing? Okay. So let's get back on our horses. As we go from quest to quest, I'll kind of make a round of the rares in each area, so you can see where they're at. Because you're going to want to, if you're going to make any green steel, you're going to want to farm these for a bit, because the ingredients you get off of them are required to make green steel blanks. There's a rare spawn over here in this area. He doesn't, I don't see him. He's a genie.
Alright. Do you need my help, or can you guys handle it on your own?
Well, we're headed to the next quest if you want to help out. Or if you want to go do your
Let me try to list this first.
Try to list what?
Before it gets for a legendary White Plume Mountain.
Well, I can't run White Plume Mountain, so.
No, I know I'll have to leave the party.
Okay. Well, good.
About 15 minutes.
Good luck to you. If you have no luck, we can use your assistance in some of these quests. So.
All right, I'll be back. I'll leave you back.
Okay. So.
Yep.
So that rare wasn't up. There's another rare encounter here. It's not a specific mob. It's a bunch of spiders. If they respawn about 5 times, then it's a rare spider swarm event. Looks like they are, so just keep killing them till they stop appearing. You are so fast. And then we have a chest. Okay. The next rare spawn is right around the edge of this foothill here. He is not up. He is a ogre mage that appears around that area. So we're headed for the other quest, the next quest. I've never tried it before, but there's something I would like to try on this next quest. So I'll lead you over to the door, And I'll recall to Meridia. I want to get something out of my bank and see if it works. Okay, there's a rare that can spawn up on top of this blocks, but he's not there. He's very, very obvious when he's up there because he's a earth elemental. He's very tall and he's easy to spot. There's another rare spawn over in the corner here. He is not here. He is also easy to spot because his name isn't actually red. It shows up as yellow until you get close. He's a devil called Lycomedes. And the last rare spawn I will show you in this area is over here. If you look down, don't jump down because it'll spend some time that you don't. Let's clear some of these wolves and stuff. We got a few add-ons here. Take that and that and that. Leave us alone. Okay, if you look down there ahead of us, you'll see that little doorway in the side of the stone thing. There's a swarm of bats that's very much like the swarm of spiders that we fought before. It just keeps respawning a couple times and then you get a chest. I hate bats though, so we're not going to do it. Okay, see this ramp here? You climb up this ramp and there's the dungeon door at the top. I'm going to recall out to get to Meridia for a moment to get something out of my bank, because for this next quest I want to see if the Undersun goggles will work. I have Undersun goggles from a previous life. And I want to see, because this dungeon, it's very dark inside. It's called Rainbow in the Dark, and it's extremely dark. And there's a special item that one person in the party is supposed to wield to shed light, so that everyone can see. Usually we would put it in the offhand weapon of someone like you who's dual wielding. But if the Undersun goggles work, then in the future maybe I could, when we're getting ready to run it with a group, we say, if anyone has Undersun goggles, go grab them out of your bank. Okay, Undersun. Undersun goggles. Okay. Let me put those on my toolbar so I can swap them in. Take a moment to repair my gear and sell. Okay, I'm on my way back. Did you find the dungeon door yet? Yeah, there's only one dungeon door up there. It's a walk-in, so you should have the quest just from walking near the place. You can go ahead and go inside and start looking around. It's really dark. Let's put it that way. You'll see a scepter on a pedestal, and that's the item that grants light. If you want to grab that and equip it in your offhand as a secondary weapon, I know it won't do as much damage as your normal weapon, but we're a little over leveled for this quest anyway, so I don't foresee any problems killing things. That way at least you can see your way through the dungeon. There are a number of places. It's a fairly random sequence of pits and traps and stuff. Well, it doesn't. This thing does not interfere with sneaking. But because this is a fantasy place and it just sort of makes light happen near you. It doesn't actually reveal your location, apparently. Don't ask me how it works. It's magic. A wizard did it. Okay.
Nestled high above the white marble floor, the den of obscurity sprawls deep in the ancient tunnels of the giants.
All right. Now, I'm going to... the undersun goggles don't appear to be doing anything. It's still dark. So, I guess we're going to have to just rely on the light stick.
Someone or something deliberately burrowed through the earth, creating these tunnels.
Now, sometimes there's rust monsters in here, so if there are, you'll probably want me to shoot them with my crossbow while you just avoid them. At least my crossbow doesn't get ruined by rust monster. I don't see any rust monsters yet, so looks like we got the version with only earth elementals. Okay, this is a series of jump ups. You can imagine trying to do this in absolute dark, pitch blackness. That's why we need the light stick. Okay, and there's a journal here. You pick that up and it opens the door. Okay, there might be a pit here. There is a pit here. There is also a beholder. That's sometimes it's a beholder, sometimes it's some other stuff, but this it's very important to be able to make it across that pit. Okay. Sometimes there's a button here. If there's a button here, stepping on it will teleport you to a room with a bunch of fire elementals, and then teleport you back when you kill them all. This dungeon has some very interesting features. Okay, there should be a gelatinous cube up ahead somewhere. Right there. Here he is. Hello, gelatinous cube. Okay, now there's a side tunnel here. You can see it on the map over here. At the end of this, there's a clock puzzle, we call it. There's a sequence of 5 or 6 levers, no, 6 levers at least, around a central lever. If you can pull them in the right order, which is pretty random, it will open up a room with a chest in it. If you don't pull them in the right order, the floor drops away and you fall down into an area with some spikes and a tunnel that leads on to the rest of the dungeon. There are traps here. If you could disarm all of them, I've never been able to find all the boxes and disarm all the traps though, so good luck with that. I'm guessing that one of them might disarm the drop away floor. Here's the other box. Okay, do another search just in case in this area. None? Okay. Now, since we both have Featherfall, right? We don't have to worry too much about the drop. You don't have Featherfall. Oh, well, let's not do this then. It won't kill you. Oh, okay, you're confident. Now, You see these things on the wall here behind you? This is the clock puzzle. You'll see there's 6 lit crystals around the edge. You have to hit the center one first to unlock the ones around the edge. So, if you want to, there might be a lightning trap, by the way. Cracking, if this works, it'll be sheer luck. Okay, so just start turning the ones around the edge. Any order you like doesn't matter. It's kind of random. If you can get enough of them turned, then it will open the door behind us. Nope. Okay, so okay. Anyway, that's the clock puzzle. No one has ever figured a truly, a way of actually getting it to always work. It's fairly random. Okay, now this tunnel, you'll see there are gems. Well, I probably failed some saves on the spikes. There are gems embedded in the walls. Those are for whoever wants to pick them up. Yeah, they're one person that can only can pick them up. They're on both sides of the hallway. So why don't I try to get this side while you get that side? Okay, I think we got all the gems. So at the end of this hall is the room is the room where we have to get a crest. I usually try to, if I do fail the clockwork puzzle and end up here, I try to fight from up here because they will teleport up here. Yeah, see, if I hit them, they teleport up to me. So some of them can't teleport, however. So that's a good way to split up the enemies, is just shoot them from up on this ledge. You don't have a ranged weapon though, do you? So if you want to jump down and get the ones that down below. You see the force field in the corner? The devil that just teleported into the room, Agorthoni, whatever his name is. You kill him, and that force field will disappear. And inside the force field is where the crest we need is. Got the crest, okay. So you can tell what half of the name of the quest means, because it's very dark. The rainbow is at the very end. Okay. They made my black pudding turn on me. That's not very nice. Okay. Like a rainbow in the dark. Whoop. Like a like a gelatinous cube in the dark. I think you assassinated it. It just died. All of the dungeons in this area are named after either rock and roll groups or songs. This is Dio's Rainbow in the Dark, of course. Yeah, if you can kill them without touching them, it's great. And they're not very smart, and there's a lot of doorways. Oh, he paralyzed me. Yeah, there is a shrine later on. Unfortunately, I forgot to spawn an NPC healer. Hey, as a ghost, I can actually see things. Sort of. Okay, you fell in the pit. The ladder should be over here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, these pits sort of have zigzag paths across. Now that you have the scorpion crest, the scorpion statues are going to animate and attack you. Probably want to hit some healing potions or something. Oh, do you not have any healing potions? You're down to like 1/3 of your life. Okay, I know we're really over leveled. It's the only reason I died is the stupid paralysis from the gelatinous cube. And there's another gelatinous cube. If you get this door with the crest, there's another gelatinous cube kind of in a secret door area off to the left. Actually, there's also one directly ahead. I could see it. It's weird. As a ghost, I can see, kind of. If you have a rain... Oh, there's another gelatinous cube here. You found it. You're down to like an 1/8 life. It's right here, gelatinous cube. So if you can target it and then assassinate it as you approach, we are almost at the shrine. Okay. All right, now then, let me get my, whoops, teleport trap. That's not good. Where's the fire elementals? There's usually fire elementals in here. Oh, there they are. Thank goodness for improved evasion, huh? Oh. Did you lose the light stick? Still in your inventory. I can't see. It is dark. Try unequipping it and re-equipping it. Yes. Oh, okay. So. Okay, I have my wand of infinite heals. It doesn't heal fast, but since we don't have a cleric on us, Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. When I don't have a cleric with me. We want you to have enough hit points that... Oh, it's just... This wand is terrible, actually. 3 is the most it can heal in a single cast. That's mostly, what do you call them, Warforged. Because they're mechanical in nature, it causes them to have a penalty to being healed with positive energy. Oh, 25% non-physical? Well, even when it's healing me, the wand does exactly the same thing. See? 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, it is not a great wand, but it's very useful in situations where you don't have a cleric and you have plenty of time, but no. I'll just use up the wand, getting us both up a little bit here. Yeah, it's not you, it's the wand. It normally heals, most of the time it heals only 1. Well, it can only use 50 charges at a time, and then it runs out of charges like that. So, and it takes time for them to recharge, so yeah, and I do have 1 healing spell from my artificer levels. I really have nothing else to spend my mana on except conjuring bolts. Okay. So that should be plenty for now, I think. Get back to my crossbow. Okay. Oops. There we go. Stone scorpions. Yeah, those can't be assassinated, can they? Tormented shadow. Oh, okay. I thought they were like constructs or something. Okay, now there's an intersection up ahead where we have to take a right-hand turn for a while to get a key. Okay, we've got some gnolls here. And you get paralyzed, and you get paralyzed, and you get paralyzed. Everybody gets paralyzed. Okay. You say there's an upgraded version that's even better at paralyzing people, huh? Now, legendary is what, a level 30 thing or something? Yeah, okay. So, there's another possible pit up here. Yeah, there is a pit here. Yeah, it's a zigzag pathway across. The next pit is even more fun. It's a hopscotch pit. Okay. There's a tunnel over here. There's an optional beholder down the hallway. Are you interested in getting it or no? You not care about optionals or shrug? Okay, no biggie. Yeah, you just destroy this barricade. I might as well show it to you just so you know it's here if you ever do this quest again. Yeah, the main reason to make green steel is if you're going to true reincarnate back to level 1. It gives you some really nice gear that you could start equipping around level 11. Oh, you jerks. Damaged my goggles. Yeah, Rust Monster, assassinate. Okay, there's the beholder. All right. And like I said, there's a pit coming up where you have to hop across on a bunch of pillars. And of course, you've got the only light source that's effective. We got the key. I got the key. So we head back this way. Now, it's this direction over here. Watch out, because there's a number of pillars. The first pillar is right here, and you can literally just walk onto it. Yeah, there. Be sure to. Yeah, there's a disarm box on that pillar there. If you don't disarm it, when you jump onto that pillar, a gelatinous cube will drop down. So you'll want to get that disarmed, then jump to that pillar. Then we got to jump to this pillar over here, and jump to this pillar here, and we're across. Okay. Okay, so behind this lever, there's a number of knolls, and then there's a long tunnel or hallway with trap disarms all down it. And that leads to a chest. Now, strictly speaking, it's an optional chest. There's a secret door right here. And behind it, like I said, there's a number of traps to disarm going down this hall. There's the first couple of traps are just regular traps. I believe the third one, once you get to the other side of this trap, is a floor drop away into acid. Just keep checking. I think that's it. We got it. So you get through to this chest. It's basically a bonus chest. Nothing spectacular. Just, and if you look on the map, you can see the green part of the hallway where the drop-off is. And then we head the other direction, and we're just about done. No, not every time you want to raid, only when you want to flag. You only need to flag once. Once you've flagged on a character, you don't need to do it again. The only reason you'd want to do it again is if you want to make another green steel blank. The pie slices that you get in the end chests of these quests, you need all 5 of them in order to make a piece of green steel equipment. Okay, and this door unlocks with the key we got back in the knoll area. Now, there's a puzzle. There's a puzzle and one last fight. Now you'll notice the little buttons light up, and it should put on your screen what color you turned it to. I have black puddings following me, so you should do it. Yeah, the order is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, which is the colors of the rainbow. You have to set them. The first one's already on red, so you're going to have to recycle that one back to red. And one more should do red. There you go, red. Okay. Then that one needs to be orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. When that's done, you should be able to just walk up to that pillar there and put the thing in there, and now you can wield your weapons at will, and there's a fire elemental we fight. And once he goes down, we just grab our pie slice from the chest, and we're done. And you absolutely need all the pie slices in order to flag for the quest the first time, because there's an NPC who wants you to merge them into the Shavreth Signet Stone that you use to make the equipment. So whatever you do, don't forget to grab that pie slice from each of these quests. Okay. Exit out, and after that rust monsters and stuff, you'll probably want to repair your equipment. So now recalling inventory is getting full, well, we'll head back to Meridia, checking the rares along the way. Looks like the what you just jumped off the cliff and took one damage. I was like, oops. Well, Featherfall is very useful. I always make sure I have a Featherfall item at least set up so that I can really quick hit, equip it in midair if necessary to not go splat. Oh, what? There's a Featherfall ability in Shadow Dancer? Cool. Don't need an item then once you get that. Okay, there we go. Into Meridia. There's merchants in here you can use to sell and repair. Darn rust monsters, damaging my valuable equipment. Okay, we can repair your gear and everything, and then we can go on to the next quest. I have so many ingredients bags in my backpack. It's like trying to figure out where my pie slices are so I could see which ones I have multiples of already. Because I've been running these flagging quests with other people. Oh well, anyway, let's get on to the next quest. Next quest is called Ritual Sacrifice. Too steep. Sounds quite useful. Of course, you can't use it if you're under level 20. I've been true reincarnating this character over and over to try to get the completionist achievement. Still haven't gotten it, but working on it. Oh, so you have to be level 30 to get that? Okay. That would be when you can finally bank all of your feather falling gear. Nighttime in the Vale of Twilight. Alright, so just head over to where I am. There are rares in this area. They're kind of tedious to get to, though, if you're just showing people around. They're like at the tops of some of the trees. There's some little knoll villages attached to the tops of the trees. A lot of ladder climbing, and since we're working on just getting you flagged for now, and I have so much green steel paraphernalia in my backpacks, I could probably give you everything you needed except for the pie slices to make a piece of green steel gear. Okay. This isn't that difficult a quest. It's more or less like a normal quest. There's just, you got to go around, pull some levers to open a gateway to get into the next area, and so on and so forth. Repeat, repeat. Of all of the flagging quests, I think this one is the most average. It's just like a normal quest. There's no real gimmick to it. There's a little escort section near the end where you have to keep a guy alive, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Not like the next one we're going to do. if you don't have to, do you have plenty of time today, or? I don't want you to feel like pressured to stay online just because I'm running you through the quests. You're good? Okay, excellent. Because the next one is one of the most tedious quests in the entire game. Have you ever done the pit in House Denith? It's like that, except a little bit more. Lots of climbing shafts, ledges with ranged enemies attacking you from up above and below and behind. For that one, I'm definitely going to want to pull up a cleric. Okay, there's 2 levers in this area. We need to pull them both to open up the pathway to the next section. That's the first lever. You're right. You were right at it. Right here. And then there's another lever. Yeah, right here. Okay, the next, the way through is over here. Typical Giantish's lever and face light ups there. All right. There's a number of places that look like this. You see the symbols on the pillars? There's a force field that is going to pop up here in a second, I think. Yep. There's a couple of ambushes like that, and a couple of places that look like they're ambushes like that that aren't. But Yes. I assassinate the rock. But it's a rock. It doesn't have a vulnerable spot. Wind stabber. Alright. There's another couple of levers, I do believe, on the other side of this log bridge to open another tunnel. Ah! Stupid archers. Leave us alone, you stupid archers. Okay. Okay, this room has both of the levers for the next section in it. There's one lever there and one lever over here. You sneak faster than I walk regularly. It's like, you are so fast. In case you can't tell, I didn't build this guy for stealth, or gal. I guess I'm a lady hobbit, but usually I like to team up with somebody who can tank. Oh dear. I forgot my pledge to summon a well, maybe in the next dungeon I'll remember to summon a cleric. I pretty much auto stabilize. I'm wearing a mantle of the world shaper, which gives you 1 point regeneration. Okay, maybe I should chug my flask of infinite rum and spam some heals while we head for the next area. Okay. Yeah, there's a portal up ahead. You talk to him and he'll open up. A portal will open up and a bunch of devils will start coming through. Yeah, those black puddings are the result of my green steel crossbow. Really, when I took a level of a wizard, I really should have taken Expeditious Retreat as a spell instead of just shield and resist energy. Though the resist energy is nice for filling in the gaps in my... All right. All right. Now, there's two ways to go here. Through this big door or straight. If you want to speed things up a little, one of us can go one way and one of us can go the other. If you want to clear in this direction, I could go through the door and start clearing the other side. We need to find all the Windlasher mystics and to kill them. Haha, I broke the wind. Those Those elementals can't take care of me. I will break them. I will break the wind. I will smash the stones.
You can clearly see the village laid out before you.
Uh-oh. Ah, they held person on me. Well, you should be able to get to me pretty easily. When you finish off your side, just come through through the door that I went through. Oh, you're already here. You were fast. There's a shrine around here somewhere. Trying to remember where I saw it. Here it is. Over this way. I can get back on my feet. Alright, so the next section is the escort that I mentioned. Oh, come on. Give me something better than that. And that's not better. Okay. Yeah, the NPC will be waiting for us near a door that was sealed with a portal before, or a shield. So we just need to head back and meet him there. Guess I didn't speed it up all that much anyway. Slow hobbits. Slow hobbitses. All right, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Hold person is cheating. Okay. Got our final fight here. All right. Here we go. Grab your pie slice. The Shavarath Stone of Might. Or might not. Yoink. Dimension door is so useful. All right. On to the next quest. Only 2 quests left to go. And then you can be, we can finish up your flagging, and you'll be ready to go if you want to. If you're able to log in tomorrow afternoon, that's fine. If not, we can do it later at some point. Because tomorrow's my pen and paper real life role-playing day. Now this is a spawn point for one of the rares. He's not here, but I wanted to at least make note of it in case you need to farm any any more green steel stuff. Okay, now there's a little you see this little notch? You can run right up it. Otherwise you have to run around to the back and jump down, but there's a shrine over here next to the entrance. And here is the entrance to the quest. Alright, now, this time I am going to put up an NPC cleric. I don't want you to have to carry any soul stones, and I don't want to have to do it either. So, okay, we talked to this guy. Okay, and then we basically just need to kill these things. There's a bonus chest at the end if we keep killing the things coming through the portal until there's a red name that comes through that drops a key for a bonus chest at the end. Couple more waves out of the portal and the red name should show up. There he is. We kill him, he'll drop the gold key. If you want to grab that key, excellent. Okay, once you've got the key, all we need to do is run around behind the portal and jump. You don't have feather fall. This could hurt. There could be some pain here. It's quite a drop. Okay. As I said, you'll probably have flashbacks to doing the pit from House to Neath. It's just about as annoying and 3 times as long. Because there isn't just one shaft that's split into 2 parts to deal with. There's 2 shafts. One of them is like upper and lower, and the other one is a completely separate shaft. And you have to go up and up and up and up. There's a lot of ledge climbing in this. Now, a lot of these doors will have a trap on them. So, I assume you've got a really high spot, and it'll warn you if there's a trap there, so. Well, yeah, we're way over leveled, so. Let's see, I think this is optional stuff. Over here, it's a force trap on the door. Yeah, this isn't just an optional group of mobs here. Oh, and if you didn't have the monster manual achievement for bats, you will by the time this dungeon's over, because there's lots of bats. And so it begins. The climb from hell. So basically, just keep climbing. Eventually, you'll get to a ledge where you can't climb anymore. There's a locked door about halfway up, I think, of this piece of the shaft. It requires key number 2. No, key number 1. This is shaft 1, door 1. Requires key number 1, but to get the key, we have to get to shaft number 2, I think. I'm starting to forget. Where's the key? Well, somewhere there's a gate that, isn't a door, and you can just open with a lever. And behind that one is the first key. Okay, so you obviously reached the ledge here. Okay, now this tunnel leaves the shaft and then comes back to it later on. Sort of. Actually, what it goes to is a completely separate secondary shaft that you have to go up. Some of these things are really tricky on the map. It just looks like a turn, but there's actually a wall blocking off part of it, so you have to... Okay. That might be an optional. It could be a dead end. Yeah, it's just some optional mobs. This way. Yeah, those sandy looking areas on the floor is where the scorpions and bats tend to spawn, so you know when you're going to have to deal with some, mostly. So there's another area here where there's probably no bats, only a scorpion or two. Okay. Okay. Okay, here is the bottom of shaft number 2. There's a door over here, which I call door number 2. There's door number 2. Which, unsurprisingly, requires key number 2. Which is behind door number 1. And of course this means that we do need to go back to this shaft at some point. Okay. Okay, at the other end of this tunnel, there is a drop down to the shrine. Okay. And down we go to the shrine. Do 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 do. Splat. Okay. Here we are. Alright, now this is going to lead us back to the first shaft, but at a level above where we were before. And when we get to the doorway leading to that, right outside the gate is going to be a rune that activates steam jets in the lower part of the shaft that can fling you back up to the upper part of the shaft, which will make it a whole lot easier to advance the quest later on. In case you ever accidentally fall and find yourself down in the lower part of the shaft, you can get back to the upper part of the shaft pretty quickly. You can imagine how difficult this quest is for the people who get incredibly lost easily. It's like, where the heck am I? Which shaft am I in? Alright, I believe that's the gate to the upper part of shaft 1. So the first thing we'll want to do is get that rune. Okay. So now the gas jets in the lower part are on. So now we climb again, and you will find a ledge that has a gate with a regular lever. And in that we're going to find key number 1. Now key number 1 is for door number 1, which is in the lower part of shaft number 1. Stupid bats. Acid rain. Okay, so you have the key. Now, the door that opens is halfway down the lower part of the whole shaft there. You don't have Featherfall though, so this is going to be interesting. Hopefully it will also give me a key. There we go. So, why don't I Featherfall down the shaft, and I will find the ledge that has the door in it, and that will give you a sort of a guide as to which side of the shaft you want to try to hop down. I'm going to kill some of these ranged enemies out here first. It's almost all the way down at the bottom of the shaft, by the way. Okay, that key goes to the door in the secondary shaft. We have to go, yeah, now we have to go back to the second shaft. Now, since you don't have Featherfall, you're probably going to have to climb most of the way. Because landing on these ledges can be very difficult if you don't have Featherfall. Now, since we have to go to the second shaft, we have to get to the top of this section. Okay, so we have to go down this tunnel. In order to get to the secondary shaft, you have to go down the tunnel at the top of the lower part of the shaft. The upper tunnel you can't get to the secondary shaft that way because it just leads to the shrine. Yeah, this one. Blood bats. Stupid things. Oh, but I was trying to pull the trigger on my thing. I still had one of those bats targeted. I was like, why can't I pull the lever? You keep interrupting yourself. Okay. Okay, now, about halfway up this shaft is the door that key opens. Sick and tired of these shafts yet? Oh no! Ah! Yeah, one moment of inattention and you miss a jump.
What is revealed behind this door?
Be careful, there's a gelatinous cube in there. Oops. Oh, and yeah, you triggered an ambush, by the way. I'm kind of blocked. Uh, 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 uh. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Now, we need to absolutely make sure to clear off all the ambush mobs, because if you don't, then you can't initiate the final fight. Alright, the key that dropped out of the gelatinous cube. Oh, wonderful. I fell off the ledge. Anyway, we have to go up past the shrine again. Shoot. Well, it would have been somewhere outside the door. So it's somewhere in this shaft. I guess I can hunt until I find it. It's around here somewhere. Aha! This must be it. Looks like he fell to the bottom of the shaft or something. Yep. He fell all the way down to the bottom. Probably because it got triggered while I was standing on the ledges. I hadn't yet gotten into the room with the gelatinous cube. Anyway. I am having no luck with these ledges today. I keep falling off. Okay, I'm going to work my way back up. When you get back to the shrine, head out to the back to shaft 1 and work your way all the way to the tippy top, and that is the door that the gelatinous key cube key opens. Gelatinous key cube. We have a gelatinous key with a cube inside it. You'll probably have the entire final fight finished by the time I manage to get back there. Yeah, I just got back up to the door. Keep climbing, keep climbing. Don't fall down the shaft. All right, finally. Okay. Oh, that's a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, it's a dead end. Okay. Okay, and this drops down to the shrine. Okay, when we get back to the shaft, We just climb to the tippy top, open the door with the gelatinous cube key, and there's the final fight, and we grab our pie slice and we're done. Okay, up we go. Yikes. So whatever you do, don't fall all the way down to the bottom from here.
You have reached the top of the shaft. Beyond this door. This fight is fusing the blood of devils with inhabitants of the Vale of Twilight. Fiendish creations. Destroy him before he can taint any more.
He doesn't even know how to pronounce tiefling.
Oh, Solomon has created his last fiendish creature. You have helped me to cleanse the Vale of Twilight. That I owe you my eternal gratitude.
Okay. Yes, be sure to grab that Stone of Victory. You have earned it for climbing all the way up here. Okay, and there's a bonus chest on the side that the gold key opens. And out we go. So, yes, it sort of sucks your soul out, doesn't it? It's like, kind of like the devils. All right, there's one quest left in the flagging arc. Let's head straight there and try to get it done. I say try because although it's not as tedious as the coalescence chamber, the one we just did, it is rather difficult because you're fighting Eladrin, which are basically good aligned. So any weapons you have that normally you would use to kill evil things aren't going to work on these guys that well. Well, that should still work, yes. It's just a lot of people wield anti-evil weapons because you're usually fighting evil creatures, right? In this case, though, you're fighting good ones. All right, inside this hollow tree trunk here is the final flagging dungeon. Running with the devils. Running with the devils.
A distraught human beckons you closer. He is garbed in the robes of the 12. Psylocke has placed an aura of protection on you, keeping you safe as you attempt to flee the line. Feel a strange sensation wash over you. It must be the spell Psylocke cast.
And if you look in this mirror here, you'll see why they attacked you. Yeah, the jerk cast an illusion spell that makes it look like we're devils, basically. You have turned it to the wind. I will break you. Yes, I will break the wind. Oh, the gales, by the way, can heal, so be careful about them.
The door to the west has no visible way to open it. Search for a way to breach it. Violent whirling wind whips around the corner, heading straight for you.
Stupid genies.
The lever starts a chain reaction of grinding gears, opening the door to the west.
Twilight Stalker. Okay.
Invading devils clash with defending Elaborate. Do not allow them to reach Talon before you do. Another skirmish between the devils and the Elaborate rages in the adjacent tunnels. The sound of claws grazing earth is heard to the northwest. The devils continue on their path towards Talon.
Oh, come on. Tried to click on the lever 3 times and it didn't work. All right, now little chest in here. Loot is always good. Now, this tunnel here, it leads to some optional rares, or red names anyway. We don't need to do it if you don't want to. Basically, it leads back parallel to the way we came in, through those tunnels that you could see the devils running through on our way to this area. So we can just head on without doing the optional if you prefer. Anything to get this ordeal done, huh? All right. All right, now, as This is going to be the final fight here. There's a couple of other boss devils around. Okay, your pie slice will be in this chest. Shavrath's Stone of Battle. Okay, let's finish out and go turn it in. And we want to want to head back this way. Unfortunately, recalling out from here just sends you back to the 12. It doesn't send you to Meridia. I guess it has to do with having entered the zone from a quest. By default, it sends you to Meridia. If you exit Meridia and hunt rares and then just go back into Meridia without going into a quest, you will successfully recall to Meridia. But otherwise, the rare spider is up. Let's. I never turn my nose up at a chest full of green steel crafting loot. Well, not full. Usually there's just one item in there. If you do get any, what you're looking, one of the things you're looking for mostly is Chipmunk Funk, because that is like the rarest of the green steel ingredients. So let's get to Meridia, and we'll turn in all our quests, and you can craft your very first ever Shavrath Signet Stone, which is one of the ingredients required to make a green steel blank. And if you want to decide whether you want to make a weapon or a piece of equipment, we could try to get that crafted for you, because I have tons and tons of green steel ingredients in my backpack. The only thing I'm lacking is Shavrath stones for making blanks. So one interesting note is that the upgraded green steel, once it's got all the effects on it and everything, is bound to character. The blanks, however, unupgraded, can be traded. So I guess early on, when people really cared about making green steel, people could just make blanks and sell them on the auction house. But okay, you need to go upstairs. Sorry, not downstairs yet. I'm going to go upstairs where there's a tavern area up above with the usual spirit binder and everything. I usually just spirit bind on the guild ship so that I can renew my buffs if I ever need to recall out. Okay. Oh, go to the it looks like my inventory is full. Let me sell my loot. Lots of loot. It's a crafting ingredient that I don't even know what it does. I never even looked into it. I never took it as a reward. If you wanted to search the wiki and find out what it's used for, if I don't think it's anything spectacular. Um, Me, I usually just take Tales of Valor. Just take the guild reward, pay my guild back for all the guild buffs I've had over the years. A Kenneth Shard. What is it? Yeah, I never really got into Kenneth crafting. Dodge and awareness. Okay, if you're into that sort of thing. All right. Have you turned in all your quests? Once you're finished turning in, I do believe the next step is to talk to this guy over here. And he will direct you to another person to talk to, who will walk you through the first steps of how to do green steel crafting. It's a very short tutorial. It's not really difficult at all. The hardest part is remembering to take the thing when you craft it out of your backpack so she could see it. So you talk to her, or out of the crafting bag, and he should send you over here to talk to this lady over here, Valeria. And she will ask you to go and craft something for her. She'll give you a bunch of crafting stuff, and then you just go right in here. Click on the altar of fecundity. Click to see the list. Valeria's combination is the thing she wants you to make. And if you want to save time, then click back out, hit clear, then click Shavrath Signet Stone and craft that as well. Then go to your backpack, or your bag, your crafting bag. Pull the Signet Stone out of the bag and put it in your inventory, because for some reason she can't see it if it's in a crafting bag. And talk to her again, the lady up here, over here. Talk to her again, and then she'll probably ask you to craft a Signet Stone. Then you just talk to her again, and she'll look at the Signet Stone, and you'll be done with her. Now, do you want to make a green steel blank at this time? Now that you've made a Signet Stone, I could basically give you everything you'll need. What kind of item do you want to make? There are lots of different slots you can make green steel for. There's weapon slots. The blank itself, if it's a weapon, is like a +5 weapon just by itself. Later you could put neat effects on it. However, if you're not going to true reincarnate, you're probably not going to have much need for green steel, unless you want an item with a specific... Oh, you are? Okay. So you want to think about what kind of item you want to have when you get to level 11, if it's gear, or level 12 at for a weapon. Weapons, green steel weapons have a minimum level of 12. Green steel gear has a minimum level of 11. So, sure, I could do that. This is the one I usually use. Whoops. I put it in general instead of party chat. Let me let me try that again. There we go. There's the there's my regular my usual green steel weapon. Here's my alternate one for when I'm shooting at something that's resistant to cold. Let's see, I have some other green steel weapons in my inventory. I think I have a couple of Kopeshes around in here somewhere. Or did I put those in the bank? Maybe I put those in the bank because I never use them. It'd be nice to have a really nice weapon, huh? But there's lots of effects you can get on green steel. Oh, here's another weapon. Green steel rapier. You notice all the effects it has on it. Like it can cast disintegrate a couple times a day, I think, and it's +5. It's got +6 to Constitution, aspect of dust, evil burst, disintegration. Yeah, it has lots of nice effects. Now the insightful Constitution and the Constitution stack. So that particular one gives you +8 to Constitution while you're wielding it. Okay, so figure what kind of weapon you want to make, and let's go down to the altar. This is where you make the green steel blanks. So click on the altar, click to see the list, and let's see, where is the dagger? Dagger. Probably somewhere on page 2. Oh, first weapon that shows up? Okay. Probably on page 1 then, huh? Okay, green steel dagger. Now, click on it and see what ingredients you need. Yeah, there's a Shavrath stone. That's the first thing you need. Then you also need an energy cell. You can buy those energy cells from this merchant here. Yeah, buy an energy cell from him. Now the other 3 are things that you craft. It says you need an ore of travail, a blue taper, and a wondrous balm. So you go up the list, you'll find all of those items here. Let's start with the first one, the ore of travail. Click on that one and then look at the list and see which of those ingredients you do not have, and I will try to provide. Let me pull up my crafting bag here. So, on the ore of travail, which ones do you not have? You don't have any so you have a funk, 3 pebbles. Usually it only needs 1. Oh, you checked all of the items? Oh, so you need 3 pebbles. Let me find my pebbles. Bonnie, my pebbles! Okay, glistening pebbles. You need 3 of those. I might not have 2 funk. Like I said, chipmunk funk. Oh, I do have. Okay, 2 funk. 2 funk. 2 funk. And what was the last one? Fungus? 1 fungus? Bitter scrub fungus, you say? 1 fungus. Alrighty then. fungus, and 2 funk. There you go. Now, if you craft those items, put them all in there, and you should be able to make a green steel dagger +5. Let me really quick get the green steel planner. Copy. And I will just paste that into the chat. So here is the website to go to. And I would recommend planning very carefully what you want. When you go to the green steel planner, the first thing you want to do is scroll all the way down after you pick the dagger and put it in the green steel planner. Scroll to the bottom. You want to pick your most powerful effect first, because the most powerful. Oh, sorry. Let me let me pull my inventory back up. The most powerful effect is based on the lower level effects. A locust husk. I can get a locust husk. Yeah, the highest level effect is based on the lower level effects that you've put into it. It combines the effects of the various other effects in order to unlock the high level effects. So pick the high level effect that you want, and then pick the other effects that you want to put in there from the ones that will work with that high level effect. Like I said, it can be a fairly involved process, and you do need some more power cells. Yeah, so once you pick the green steel dagger, on the green steel planner, go all the way to the bottom. There's a B1 and a B2 you need to pick, and those will determine your final effect. Like whether you want magma surge, freezing ice, lightning strike, disintegration, air guard, trap the soul. You notice I have sundering ooze on my crossbow. That's the one that causes black oozes to summon. There's a slay living that you can put on there. Yeah, if you're going to be an assassin, slay living would be really nice to have at level 12. Well, there's no. I was talking about the green steel planner on the online. If you go to crafting.cubicleninja.com and you're making your green steel, they've labeled the various levels of effect. B1 and B2 are the high level effects. Say you want slay living, you pick slay living. That's your B2 effect. The only B1 effect that works with that is aspect of negative energy. Then you could pick 3 other effects to put on there, and the list is fairly short. Like evil blast, negative energy absorption, that sort of thing. And once you've picked all the effects you want, you hit the craft button on the planner, and it will create a page that has all of the ingredients and steps you need to go through in order to make that piece of equipment. Since it is a dagger, when you're using it as a weapon, I would recommend like +6 strength is one of the options. And then of the remaining ones left, maybe Evil Burst, because that's extra damage. Well, not for that particular effect. If you want a dex effect, then you wouldn't be able to use the slay living. Let's see. If you want, okay, you got to start with the dagger, right? I usually go from the top down, but you can go from the bottom up. +6 dexterity. You can put +6 dex in there. Then you can have exceptional dexterity and get another +1. That's +7 dexterity. Then insight dexterity +2. That's another bonus to dexterity. However, that eliminates all the really powerful high-level effects. By going pure dex, you can then only put aspect of fire on. That's why I usually go from the top. Aspect of air. Let me restart. Okay, aspect of air. Yeah. Oh, by the way, concordant opposition on a weapon, existential stalemate 2. On being hit, gain a chance of gaining 30 temporary hit points or restoring 22 to 32 spell points. 4% chance each. That requires existential stalemate, and no, that one doesn't give dex. So it's going to be a back and forth. If you want one of the really powerful effects, you may not be able to get triple dex. I saw fire as when I did it. Because you're starting with a dagger, right? That way you know you're doing a weapon. +6 dex, exceptional dexterity, another +1, insight dexterity, another +2. Oh, okay. Then you pick aspect of air 2, air guard, and aspect of air either. Okay, excellent. That's good. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. I must have done it wrong. Yeah, and that will get you a high level effect. The aspect of air guard. It's a lot of stuff you need, and it's fairly complicated putting it together because the fact that you have the highest level effect with a B1 and a B2 means you need 2 shards of supreme power, which you get from the last phases of the shroud. You have to upgrade them both and then merge them before putting them in the weapon. And you absolutely have to do the correct order as well. You have to start with the first effect, the +6 to dex. It has to go in the weapon first before anything else because that determines what else can go in it. So be careful to read the procedures to put it together very carefully. I would recommend copying it and putting it in a document on your computer and just saying Thieves Green Steel Dagger or something as the file name so that you'll always have it available, so you don't have to go to the planner every single time you want to make one of these. Anyway, that's the information you need in order to start your first piece of green steel. You've got the dagger. You just need to. Right now it's only a +5 dagger. It's nothing, no great shakes. But now you will notice that it is not bound to character. It's not bound at all. The green steel dagger you just made. So you could trade it to somebody else, or someone else could trade you one. It'll bind if you equip it. Does it say bind on equip? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it's unbound until you equip it. Right now, it's not worth even using. So I would just put it in your bank until you're ready to upgrade it. Yeah. So it's bind on equip. There is another thing since it's a weapon, you don't need to do it, but there's another thing. There's a cleansing item you get. I think your last step is to talk to this guy. He will give you a quest called the 12th Eclipse or something, which is that is the raid. '13th Eclipse. Okay. 12th, 13th, whatever. You've now got the raid. You have the raid quest. So maybe tomorrow afternoon, if you have some time, you can log in. I'm on the West Coast. Oh, Vault of Night. That's a different raid, but you are now flagged for for the shroud. This is the entrance to the shroud here. Now sometimes people will run the first part of the shroud and then exit out without completing, just to get ingredients for their green steel. If they're looking for like shards, like they need a low level shard or a medium level shard. Oh yeah, we when the shroud first came out, we had entire groups that would sit there all day, running it up to the fourth phase, finishing the fourth phase, and then just exiting out. And do it again, and do it again. That way you're getting medium shards and small shards and lots of ingredients. The supreme shards only come from the final end chests. You get two bonus end chests if you do it on elite, one bonus end chest if you do it on hard, and no bonus end chest. Just your regular 2 chests for finishing if you do it on normal. So people will want to run it on elite if they can, if they're going for ingredients. And since we ran all the flagging quests on elite, you should have gotten all the favor you can from those. Now, as far as legendary shroud goes, that's a different kettle of fish. But at least I've got you flagged, and maybe tomorrow, like I said, I'm on Pacific time. I usually am able to get home and log in by 2 o'clock my time. 2 o'clock Pacific. What time zone are you in? Eastern. So you're the same time zone as Franz, the other guy we were going with. So you're 3 hours ahead after me, right? So if it's 2 o'clock my time, it's 5 o'clock your time, right? So yes. Well, yeah, you're probably still at work or something, or it's about dinner time. Well, 5 p.m. I'm pretty sure 5 p.m. Oh, you work late, huh? Like till midnight or something? Okay. Well, if we can't run with you tomorrow, we can next weekend. You should be able to log in, and we can do a shroud then. And there's nothing stopping you from doing the shroud with other groups. You're flagged for it now. There is an item. There's a 3-day cooldown after you turn it in. Whenever you exit the shroud, be sure to talk to him immediately, because that starts your timer to the time that you can do the shroud again. It's 3 days. So just make sure to do that. There, you can get raid bypass timers, but they're like 100 and normally 150. You can't go in again. The 3-day timer is he won't give you the quest again for 3 days. But there is a raid bypass timer that will allow you to get the quest again. They cost 150 store points, though. They're currently on sale for 105. So if you wanted to get some and had the store points for it, but green steel's a sort of a niche thing, you don't necessarily want to spend a lot of your store points on bypass timers. I got lucky. One guy just walked up to me and said, "Hey, you want some raid bypass timers?" I said, "Sure." He gave me 10 of them. I was like, "Oh, cool." Now the thing with the shroud is, I told you about the taint of Shavarath, right? If you wear 2 items with the taint of Shavarath on it like this, you start taking damage immediately. You notice how it just keeps ticking the damage? Ouch, ouch. That comes from an effect called Taint of Shavarath. It is on any green steel item that is not a weapon. Weapons don't get the Taint of Shavarath. I guess the idea was that green steel was so powerful when it first came out that they didn't want people immediately making a full set of green steel gear and just raffle stomping the entire game up to about level 20. Because you'll notice they are really powerful. They have a lot of powerful effects. I mean, just look at here's my helmet and my goggles. I have a number of green steel items that I typically wear. Those are the 3 that I usually wear, and the other one that has the Taint of Shavarath on it is this one. I can't wear that one and the bracers at the same time, is the main limitation there. And in order to cleanse the Taint of Shavarath off of an item, you have to get something called an Essence of Cleansing, which I think has a 1 in 1,000 chance of showing up as a quest reward from the raid, except for every 20th run. If you run the shroud 20 times, your 20th quest reward will have an Essence of Cleansing as an option. So in order to cleanse the Taint of Shavarath, usually you'll have to run 20 shards. I don't think I've ever actually seen it show up as a quest reward, anything but the 20th time. Oh, the 20th time it's guaranteed to be in the list. You do have to pick it, however. It's possible you could get one early, but the 20th time is guaranteed. And if you're going to be doing a lot of true reincarnating and want to wear a lot of green steel, you're going to need those. And I do believe that the 20 timer resets if you true reincarnate. So if you're running Shroud and you think you might be close to that 20th run, I'm not sure if there's a counter that you can actually pull up as to how many times you've done a particular quest, like the Shroud. Because then I would know. Or I just have to keep doing it until I forget. There may be a counter like that, but I don't know where to find it. It would be very nice if you could pull that up and go, okay, I've done 19. I now do one more, and I'll get a cleanser. Unfortunately, I have no clue where to find a timer like that. Well, when you reach 30, or 32, you were gonna go to 30 or 32, and then do a, what do you say, double true reincarnation? What is the difference? What is double reincarnate compared to a regular true reincarnate? Oh, so what benefit does that give you? Does it let you keep your epic stuff in the next life, or I thought that already carried over? Oh, epic past lives. Okay, so I see. I get the picture. Because I've been I take hiatuses from the game and I forget all kinds of stuff. So the epic past life is a feat based on how you built your epic stuff, right? And then it gives you, I assume, gives you bonuses once you reach level 20 or something like that. See, I have regular past life feats on this character. She's had 4 previous lives already. It goes druid, artificer, wizard, and something else. And the way you could tell if someone's true and reincarnated, if you look at my name over my head, you see it's got those sort of curly Q things on the sides. Yeah, it's you could tell whether someone has not reincarnated at all because they don't have them, or if they reincarnated once, I think they get a small version or something, and then they reincarnate again, they get the triple. The nice thing about that is, without having a subscription, I could still open elite quests the first time on this character. So, all right, well, I'm glad to have helped you out with that. I think it's time for me to think about having some supper and going to bed. So if I can't find a raid group tomorrow, maybe we'll try to do it later in the week, or again, at the very least, Saturday morning, next Saturday, I could try to get together with some people and do a raid. So, or maybe Friday night. If I do it Friday night, then I can do it Sunday during the day and get 2 done on the weekend. But all right, you have a good evening, sir, and we will see you later. Yoink. Alrighty then. We helped someone get flagged for the shroud there. And end the stream.